team award tonight, then you guessed it, Minko. All right, teams. We're going to count from 10 down to 1 and win 8.
We're having a First National Bank tug of war contest here.
3, 2, 1, go! I'm guessing the battle on the football field tonight by the football teams is likely to be just as contentious. Rush brings us going ahead. Minko, don't give up. Minko, you got it. Thanks, everyone, for cheering our teams on. You're not done yet. I guess they've surrendered. Our team of bankers at First National Bank are pulling for you, literally, helping our customers succeed in the communities we serve to grow and prosper. That's our mission at First National Bank. If you bank with FNBT already, thank you. And stay tuned later this football season when FNBT presents the huge Team Spirit card donation check made possible by all you Redskins fans who carry a Rush Springs Redskins Team Spirit card. Good night, everybody.
We should have the official coin toss coming up between the teams running on the field. Are you guys right, our game tonight showcases a Class A non-district, I guess, playoff positioning game. Both teams basically are undefeated entering the game. Rush Springs is having a resurgent season after several down years. They are undefeated 3-0 under their first-year head coach. Team captains are making their way to midfield, so we will have a coin toss momentarily.
Captains for tonight's game for the Bulldogs. Number 1, Calvin Russell. Number 15, Corbin Birchfield. Number 53, Caleb Cariff.
All right, Minko team
Number 58,
on their way to
Lane Mahan. Captains for the Redskins are honorary captain Court Jones. Number 1, Malachi Phipps. Number 2, Joey Ward. Number 34, Caleb Heston. And number 5, Cade Warden.
Minko calls tails. It is heads. Rush Springs has won the coin toss. Rush Springs will have the south goal line. Minko will have the north goal line for the first half. All right, Rush Springs will defer. Minko will get the ball to start the game. Your Prep Nation Class A game of the day coming up. Number 3, Minko. Number 12, Rush Springs.
Minko chooses to receive, and they are going to defend the north goal. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to invite you to stand for the national anthem and the student-led prayer. Tonight's prayer is going to be led by Malachi Phipps. After Malachi's prayer, please remain standing for the national anthem.
Bow your heads with me. Dear Lord, I thank you for the ability to come out here and play this wonderful game we all love. I pray that while we play this game that you help us all stay safe and that no injuries are taking place while you're on this field. And if there are any injuries, Lord, I pray that you help them heal quickly, and I pray that we all have a great time out here, and just I pray, amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Rush Springs High School Marching Band.
All right, we will have teams running on the field. We'll do our best to get both Minko and Rush Springs as they come. Team captains for Rush Springs are heading back to the field house. Most of Minko's team is already on the field in their spot, so they should be the first team on the field tonight. Minko comes into the game 4-0, one of the few teams that have played week 0, 1, 2, and 3 games. They basically are in first place currently for district standings. State qualifier last year, looking to build on that and make it back farther. Rush Springs has had a couple of really down seasons, but things are looking very bright under their new head coach. And here come the Bulldogs from Minko. And up next, the number 12 rated Indians from Rush Springs. Battle of 4-0, 3-0 teams, your Class A.
Come to your feet, Redskin fans, for your Rush Springs Redskins.
Number 12 rated Rush Springs Indians, 3-0 on the season. Rec Nation game of the day coming up.
Overton, Winters, and Caballo back for deep for the Bulldogs. Number 60, Ryan Mason, is kicking off for the Redskins. You ready for some football, Redskin fans?
All right, we have a kick. We're underway. Minko gets the ball at the 14-yard line, cuts upfield, across the 20 to the 25, into the 30, 40 across midfield, and down at approximately the 48, 49-yard line. Nice return for Minko there. They'll start 1st and 10 just inside their own 50-yard line.
Ball's going to be placed on the Bulldog 47-yard line. That's going to bring up first down, Minko.
All right, so we are good to go. 11:53 here in the first quarter. I'd like to thank our sponsors for today's coverage. Jett Solutions and Wrights Family Diner and Steakhouse. They have locations both in Marlow and Duncan. Both proud supporters of Rush Springs Athletics. All right, quarterback drops back. Nice pass off to the route. He's across the 50, and he'll be down at approximately the 45-yard line.
Tackled on the play by number 2, Joey Ward for the Redskins. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 9 for the Bulldogs. I think 2nd down and 1 for the Bulldogs.
All right, play action. They go running up off the guard. It'll be enough for a first down for Minko. We'll pause for an update.
Mullings on the carry for the Bulldogs. That's enough for a Bulldog first down. Brought down on the play by number 60, Ryan Mason for the Redskins. On the carry for the Bulldogs. Brought down on the play by number 60, Ryan Mason.
One that Minko converts
no gain
to
on
make
the
it a
play. It's
first
going to bring up
down.
2nd down and 10 for the
They'll
Bulldogs.
remain at the 39-yard line after a no gain, so now we have a 2nd and 10. Another slot route across the 40 into the 30. Looks like 31-yard line. Our quarterback drops back. He is sacked. It'll be a loss for Minko. It'll be 3rd down and the 2 will come to probably about a 3rd and 6 or 7. So I take that back. I stand corrected. It'll be 9.
Come on to your feet, Redskin fans.
Scoreboard has 4th down. I thought it was 3rd and 9, but we'll see. Minko elects to go for it nonetheless. Quarterback drops back. He sees an open guy across the middle. Dropped pass. And if the scoreboard is correct, we will have a turnover on downs. It'll be Rush Springs ball.
Ball's going to turn over on down. That's going to be first down, Redskins.
All right. Not much of the game off to the left. Short pass completion for Redskins to get kind of moving. They'll have the ball at approximately the 38-yard line.
For the Bulldogs. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 6 for the Redskins.
I take that back. The ball is spotted at the 41-yard line, 2nd and 6, Rush Springs. Bad snap. Quarterback falls on it, so he'll be back all the way to about the 27-yard line. So major gaffe there. They'll lose almost 14 yards on the play.
Going to be a loss on the play for the Redskins. Going to bring up 3rd down and long.
Come on, Zach.
All right, quarterback rolls back. He is under duress, almost sacked, all the way back at the 15-yard line. He rolls back up to about the 25-yard line, and that is going to make it about a 3rd and 20, maybe a 3rd and 22.
Well, that's going to be 4th down and long for the Redskins.
So we will be looking at a punt here. So both teams, in effect, stymied on offense. We'll see if the Skins go for it or if they actually just show a fake and roll out a pooch punt, which would be what I would assume. And so they will kick it. Minko will have exceptionally good field position. It'll be just about the same exact position as their first touch. They're going to be at about the 47-yard line. And this time they will be inside Rush Springs territory. So they're going to spot it at just outside the 45. So it'll be 1st and 10 Bulldogs. They have got exceptionally good field position.
Ball's going to be placed on the Redskin 46-yard line. That's going to bring up 1st down
in
Bulldogs.
The first quarter. 0-0 game, your Prep Nation game of the day in Class A. All right, quarterback goes across the middle again. Keeper all the way back down, and that may be a 46-yard touchdown run, and it is. Minko gets on the board. They lead Rush Springs 6-0. Quarterback scamper. He takes it all the way in for a touchdown.
Personal foul roughing the passer against the Redskins.
Next, we'll have a penalty assessed on the kick off. It'll remain basically 1st and goal here if they're going to go for the 2-point conversion. Otherwise, they are going to be just outside, looks like the 4-yard line. So Minko is in formation for an extra point. Ball's down, kick is up, and it is going to be no good. We'll have a 6-0 game, Minko.
The extra point is good.
All right, I stand corrected again. That is called good. 7-0 Minko.
I'm sorry, the next point is no good.
And I stand,
7:47 left to
he
go in the
stands
first
corrected.
quarter.
I stand at,
Minko 6.
Right.
Redskins are
I
scoreless.
was getting ready to say that was not close at all.
Back deep for the Redskins. Malachi Phipps, Kenton Jones, and JT Crabb. Number 14, Winters, will be kicking off for the Bulldogs.
35's the new 50. 35's the new 50 right here. 35's the new 50. Hey, be ready for an onside. Hey, scoot up, Kevin. Zane, scoot up.
All right, we'll see if there's some trickeration here early. Minko has had 2 possessions. They got it on their own 47, and then at the Rush Springs 46. They turn it over on downs at the 36-yard line of Rush Springs. Rush Springs has a 4-and-out punt, and Minko scores on a 46-yard quarterback sneak. Extra point no good. 7:47 remains here in the first quarter.
Watch on side.
Go, Jay!
All right, not much doing for the Redskins. I apologize for not getting the camera flipped back.
Let's go, Let's go, 7-7.
JT Crabb's going to return the ball for the Redskins.
Hey, let's go.
Ball's going to be placed on the Redskin 15-yard line. That's going to bring up 1st down Redskins.
Had a funky tilt there on the camera, so it'll be 1st and 10 for Rush Springs. This time they'll start the game at their own 15-yard line. 7:40 remains here in the first quarter. All right, quarterback sweeps, comes back, cuts up, and he will be down at the 23-yard line. We're so close, literally, I can't zoom
Good
in on it.
carrier for the Redskins. Brought down on the play by Fouch for the Bulldogs. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 2 for the Redskins.
Right, 8-yard gain for the Redskins.
Let's go to 7.
All right, quick strike quarterback rolls left to his right. Incomplete pass. Nice defense there by Minko, so that'll make it 3rd and 2. 6:44 remains here in the first quarter.
Ward's pass falls incomplete. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 2 for the Redskins.
All right, quick strike, a little high. Quarterback goes to a flank route on the left side of the field. The wind kind of takes it and carries it, so we'll have a 4th and 2, and Rush Springs will have to punt in back-to-back plays.
Ward's pass is incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down for the Redskins.
We also have a procedural motion that may be offset. So we will have a hooch kick, quick drop. Ball will make it past the 50 this time, and so it looks like Minko is going to have their 3rd possession at about the 48-49 yard. To be 1st and 10, Minko. 6:32 remains here in the first quarter. Bulldogs 6, Redskins 0.
Punt is going to
Class A
be placed on
Prep Nation game
the
of
Bulldog
the day.
46-yard line. That's going to bring up 1st down Bulldogs.
Quarterback fakes throw and rolls. Well, he does get the ball actually out. Very tight quarter there.
Russell's pass to Winters is complete. Brought down on the play by Zane Harper.
Moving the chains, about a 12-yard
Gonna be
gain,
enough
so
for a
it'll be
Bulldog
1st and
first
10. Bulldogs now are at about the 43-yard line of Rush Springs. Quarterback, wide open receiver, 11 jukes, box, and he will be down at about the 31-yard line.
Fouch is the receiver for the Bulldogs. Brought down on the play by number 1, Malachi Phipps for the Redskins. That's enough for a Bulldog 1st down.
All right, we have a fumble recovery by Rush Springs, and he is going to take it in for a 70-yard touchdown. 6-6 game, Skins on the board.
Touchdown, Redskins! Pass intercepted, fumble recovered by number 34, Caleb Heston. Takes it all the way to the house for a Redskin touchdown.
We have our first lead change of the game.
In the first quarter, Rush Springs 7, Minko 6.
7-6 over Minko. Well, it looked like Minko was about to drive, going to basically punch the game in possibly and get another score on the board. And just like that, the Redskin defense makes them pay. A fumble recovery that has taken 70 yards to the house. And now with the extra point being good for Rush Springs, And the extra point bad for Minko. We now have a 7-6 lead for the Skins.
Overton Winters and Caballo are back deep for the Bulldogs. Number 60, Ryan Mason, is going to be kicking off for the Redskins.
All right, this should be a good one. All right. Rush Springs maintaining some momentum.
Down on the play by number 5, Cade Warden for the Redskins.
Their first 3 possessions, they had it on the 46, the 36, and the 47. And now they will start the game on their own 27, pinned back by a very opportunistic special team defense by Rush Springs.
Russell's pass to Carbello is incomplete. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Quarterback rolls right, throws across the middle. Wide receiver cuts up, and this may be enough to be a 63-yard bomb, and it is. Minko takes the lead. We'll have a 12-7 game, and I would assume a 2-point conversion coming up. Good news for Rush Springs fans. They hold Minko. They do not get the extra point conversion, so they have a 12-7 lead. 5:17 gone here in the first quarter. Already 3 scores.
5:17 left to go in the first quarter. We've got us a football game, folks. Rush Springs 7, Minko 12. Phipps, Crab, and Jones back deep for the Redskins. Winners will be kicking off for the Bulldogs.
Hey, watch on side.
much doing. We'll have a 1st and 10 for Rush Springs coming up.
Kickoff is fair caught by
12 to
Harper
7.
for the Redskins. Ball's going to be placed on the Redskin 36-yard line. That's going to bring up first down, Redskins.
Not much doing for the Skins.
Number 44, Mullins on the tackle for the Bulldogs.
All right, having some fun.
Number 5, Cade Warden, the carrier for the Redskins.
Glares with the light, but also with some of the holes here in the field.
They'll bring up 2nd and 11 for the Redskins.
Feed to be a little bit more squared on the field here. So you'll notice a couple of pauses when we move the tripod and we're zooming back in on the camera. Second and 11 is the official count. Quarterback is sacked to be all the way back to about the 28-yard line, I believe. So that should knock him back even farther.
Little John on the tackle for the Bulldogs. Ward to keep it for the Redskins. Going to bring up 3rd and long for the Redskins.
All right, we'll have our first official timeout. We will cut the volume here, folks. That way, no advantage is given to the other team.
I'm going to take this opportunity to announce the winner of the sign contest for the homecoming week. The 3rd place sign goes to the sophomores, Greece. The 2nd place sign goes to the pre-K, Take One to the End Zone. And our 1st place sign this year goes to the freshmen, Rest in Defeat.
We are back in. We cut the volume there. That way we wouldn't be streaming the coach's instructions to the players. Just so happened that they were pretty much right in front of where we are at. So we're back in action. It'll be 3rd and 17, ball at the 29-yard line. Rush Springs will need to get about 18 yards for a first down. Quarterback takes it, keeps it, runs, cuts across the 30, 35, and he is going to be stopped just short of about the 36-yard line. So Rush Springs will be short
on the keeper for the Redskins. Got back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up 4th down and 9 for the Skins.
Hey, good job, too.
Nice kick by Rush Springs. And Minko is cutting up. They'll be back in again. And they'll have the ball 1st and 10 around their own 45 or so, give or take. I'm trying to see
number
where it's officially spotted.
On the return for the Bulldogs, pushed out of bounds by number 44, Bubba Brooks for the Redskins. It's going to bring up 1st down for the Bulldogs. Ball's going to be placed on the Bulldogs' 45-yard line. Birchfield, the ball carrier for the Bulldogs, brought down by number 60, Mason for the Redskins. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 2 for the Bulldogs. Birchfield, the carrier for the Bulldogs, brought down by number 5, Cade Ward for the Redskins. To bring up 2nd down and 8 for the Bulldogs.
All right, Minko quarterback sets up a long pass across the middle. He will have it. We have a 39-yard pass touchdown, and Minko now has a 18-7 lead here. 2:17 remains in the first quarter. So Minko will go for their 3rd extra conversion. They missed an extra point, went for it for 2. Quarterback is going to be stopped and dropped basically, so that's 0 for 3 this game. That is definitely a positive for Redskins fans. They have an 18-7 lead, but more importantly, 2 scorers can get it right back.
You're out on offense or something? Return right here. Let's go. Get it back. Let's go. Hurry up. Get there. Coach, you want me to adjust the screen? I'm going to just stay back. You through there, too easy. You've got to get back.
Phipps, Jones, and Crabb back deep for the Redskins. Number 22, Kelly, kicking off for the Bulldogs.
We've got the whistle, a very strong wind, so I don't think Minko is going to get this ball to go very far, and my surmising is correct. This will be almost the best field position, if not the best field position that Rush Springs has had the entire game. So let's see if they can capitalize on that. I doubt the kickoff went more than about 10 yards.
Down for the Redskins. Ball's going to be placed on the Redskin 46-yard line.
So I am correct. Best spot thus far was the 36, and now the 46. So let's see if the Redskins can get a score on the board before the end of the first quarter. Minko leads 18-7, your Class A football Prep Nation game of the day.
False start against the Redskins. That's going to bring up 1st and 15 for the Redskins.
All right, so 1st and 15 all the way back to the 46-yard line. We may have another call. Let's see what it is.
Ward's pass is incomplete for the Redskins. It's going to bring up second down at home.
All right, looked like one of the refs is going to pull a flag, but I think he was just basically running over on the other side, so that'll make it basically 2nd and 15. Ball remains at 46 yards. Congratulations to the Amber Pocasset Panthers. They blow a 7-0 lead and then get a walk-off win.
Number 5, Warden, the carrier for the Redskins.
9-8.
Birchfield on the tackle for the Bulldogs. It's going to bring
win
up
it and
third down.
force a winner-take-all
for the
game
Redskins.
tomorrow against the Okarche Warriors. Rough inning for Amber Pocasset in the 6th. They basically loaded the bases 3 times and then lost a 7-0 lead, fell behind 8-7, tied it back up 8-8, and then they get the walk-off win. So congratulations to Coach Graham and the Amber Pocasset Panthers. All right, 3rd and 6, ball at the 48-yard line for the Redskins. They need to get moving. They got an interception. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs again. They'll have exceptionally good field position.
Ward's pass is intercepted by the Bulldogs. That's going to bring up 1st down Bulldogs.
All right, 1:19 remains here in the 1st quarter. Oh boy, here we go again. Quarterback is still moving, and he will be down to the 31-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Minko, and they are on a mission tonight.
For the Bulldogs. It's enough for a Bulldog 1st down.
Loaded Class A this year. Definitely looks like Cashin and Rejoice Christian and Minko are teams to beat. Several surprises thus far this season. St. Thomas, Morrison, a couple other schools get beaten. Christian Heritage is definitely a team that I would throw in that mix for a top 4 team. So we'll see how good Rush Springs is and how they respond here to some early struggles in the 1st quarter.
Hey!
42 seconds and counting down here before we go to the 2nd quarter. Just a reminder on our Prep Nation broadcast tonight, we'll look at half the game on the sidelines with the Redskins, and we'll do another half over with the Minko Bulldogs.
Bring up 2nd and 6 for the Bulldogs.
And that'll be encroachment offsides against the Skins. That will make it 2nd and 1. Minko now just needs a little under
Offsides
about a
against
yard.
Just stop, let's go.
Quarterback in a shotgun formation, drops back. He is pressured, rushed, hurried, and the takeoff running. He will have the 1st down and a little bit extra. So Minko will be down to approximately the 19-yard line. They're going to give him in between 19 and 18. So it'll be 1st and 10, Minko.
That brings us to the end of the 1st quarter.
Hurry up, get over here. Get inside.
All the proceeds from the sales of hamburger and hot links go to band.
All right, end of the first quarter. Minko 18, Rush Springs 7. Bulldogs will be 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line when we start the second quarter. 12 minutes will remain. Both teams with a turnover in the first quarter. All right, so we're back in action here. Minko quarterback cuts across the middle. He is up to the 15, down to the 14, and the official spot is going to be just inside the 13-yard line there by
the Bulldogs, brought down by number 1 Malachi Phipps for the Redskins.
Quick strike quarterback. He is up to the 10, 12-5, and in for another Bulldog touchdown. That'll make it a 14-yard pass TD. And Minko now has a 24-7 lead at this point after missing 2 two-point conversions and missing 1 extra point. Your guess is as good as mine if they're going to go for 2 or just kick the extra point. Now that they've got the wind at their back, probably makes sense just to kick it. Ball is up, kick is going to be good, and we have a 25-7 lead for the Minko Bulldogs. Kick to the 25-yard line. Rush Springs has got it up already to the 35. And they are going to have a 1st and 10, just about on the nose of the 40-yard line.
Number 55 for the Bulldogs. Ball's going to be placed on the Redskin 39-yard line. That's going to bring up 1st down Redskins.
Rush Springs with a nice little gain there up to midfield. Very close to another Skins 1st down.
Going to be enough for a Redskin 1st down. carry for the Redskins. Brought down on the play by number 73, True Love for the Bulldogs. That'll be enough for a second down for the Redskins.
Oh, sorry about that. We have had the colors off whole game. So it happens when you wear polarized sunglasses. I just had a little kid come up and tell his papa how much he loved him until he realized and said, and I quote, "You are not my papa." That hurt. All right, 2nd and 6. 10:01 remains, second quarter. Ball at the 47-yard line, up to the 46, almost down to the 43. And there's going to be a third down
to carry for the Redskins.
For the Redskins, but they are going to cut the yardage basically in about half. We'll try to zoom in there so we can get out of the purview of the stadium.
Bring up third down and 3 for the Redskins.
Sometimes my predictions are off. Usually they're pretty good if I can get a spot on where the field is. And what Rush Springs needs to do at this particular point is have a sustained drive and keep the ball off the field and not give up another interception. The 2 turnovers have been extremely costly for them. Had an opportunity really to take the lead and keep the lead, and then immediately lost it, and then they've given up 3 scores back to back. Now Rush Springs is on the move, so we will pause for an update. First and 10, ball at the 32-yard line. 8:50 remains here in the second quarter. Quarterback sneak off right. He cuts up, back in, and now he will have at least a good 5-6 yards on the little scamper. And we have a flag, maybe a late hit
for the Redskins.
So we'll see what the official call is. Looks like to me somebody came in and kind of pounded him into the ground after he was down, but we'll see.
He'll be holding against the Redskins.
All right, well, I think the refs missed one, but they got a hold on the other, so that'll negate the 5-yard gain and drop them back.
Late hit against the Redskins.
Again, they say. As I said, it was a shove in the back, and so it turns a 2nd and 5 into basically a 1st and 20 is what it did. Scoreboard hasn't updated. I think they cut the difference, made it 1st and 18, but we'll be 8:35 and all the way back to the 42-yard line. Skin in trouble, and he will be slung back for another sack, and Minko is making massive inroads in the trenches. Rush Springs is going to have to figure out a way.
Number 15, Birchfield for the Bulldogs.
To stunt or go with a quick snap, because once Minko is getting set up, they're jumping the line and moving back 3-5 yards a pop. Play clock down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We're going to have a penalty assessed. So a 2nd and 28 could have been even worse. Could have been a 2nd and 33 if they had been on. He was about a second behind the clock.
Number 44, Mullings for the Bulldogs.
So 7:30.
Going to bring up 13 for the Redskins.
Nice 15-yard gain there by the Skins. They'll need to do essentially the same thing to keep this drive moving. quarterback hurried, pressured throws, deflected by one of the linemen, and we're going to have another flag that is also going to be against Rush Springs, I believe. They're going to get him for an unsportsmanlike. He basically went up and grabbed the arms and the face mask. Otherwise, it would have been an interception. So I think the coach will have to be content to take that one. We'll see exactly what called him.
Personal foul against the Bulldogs. That's going to be enough for a Redskin first down.
Automatic first down on personal fouls, so it goes the way of Rush Springs, so each team gets one that goes their way in back-to-back drives. Clock down to 6:46. Handoff for Rush Springs, not much doing. They'll be stopped basically right at the line.
Kate Moore on the carry for the Redskins. Brought down by number 55, Vasquez for the Bulldogs. That's going to bring up 2nd and 13 for the Bulldogs. The Redskins.
Rush Springs has had a difficult time the game keeping plus yardage on their drives. Almost all second downs and third downs have been long. They're going to have to figure out a way in the second half to correct that trend. They're having more success on quick draws and plays that they move off tackle. I would continue to do that, and it might not be bad to incorporate some jet sweep plays and start setting out double wideouts and roll left and right. Be able to just kind of jump the line. They're definitely controlling the trenches. So we again have a 3rd and long for your home Rush Springs Redskins. By my math, they are still looking at about a 3rd and 12. They can't afford not to get points here, but it's going to be very hard to kick a field goal into the wind. It is exceptionally windy. He is just blocked, stuffed, and sent back.
Ward, the keeper for the Redskins.
No doing there, so we'll see if Rush Springs elects to go for it.
Brought down on the play by number 53 for the Bulldogs. That's going to be 4th down, Redskins.
Minco back much farther unless you hit the pooch kick, but they're going to have to get basically 13 yards and get inside the 10-yard line. Otherwise, we will have a second turnover on downs here in the game. All right, I believe that is going to be short.
Number 5, Cade Ward on the ball carry for the Redskins. Forced out of bounds by number 11, Fouch for the Bulldogs. That's going to turn over the ball on downs. Ball's going to be placed on the Bulldog 14-yard line. That's going to be first down, Bulldogs. Birchfield, the carrier for the Redskins, brought down in the backfield by number 60, Ryan Mason for the Redskins.
Ooh, deep pass coming all the way to me. Woo-hoo.
Russell's pass to Winters falls incomplete.
Great job, man. We see that every now and then.
going to be 3rd and 12 for the Bulldogs.
All right. First time this game, the tables have been turned, and it ends up almost eerily similar to the first quarter.
The receiver for the Bulldogs brought down by number 1,
Redskins
Malachi Phipps for the Redskins.
Run down. Minko is making them
That's
pay.
enough for a Bulldog first down.
And they have got another first down.
Birchfield, the carrier for the Bulldogs, brought down by number 5, Cade Warden for the Redskins. It's going to bring up 2nd and 6 for the Bulldogs.
All right. Another first down, I believe, for the Bulldogs. They will be about 1 yard over, so we'll have a 1st and 10 at virtually the 45-yard line. Got a player kind of blocking my view here, but the ball's right on the line, so I can make that part out. So 2:44 remains here in the second quarter. All right, massive sack by the Skins. Nice.
Birchfield on the
Exactly
carry
what they
for
needed.
the Bulldogs. Thrown down on the play by number 44, Matt Brooks for the Redskins for a loss on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and long for the Bulldogs. Offsides against the Redskins.
Jett. You ready, Sam? Go. You ready?
All right, wheel route deep. It is going to be probably underthrown and offside out of bounds. So
Russell's pass for Carballo is incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd down for the Bulldogs.
all right, so 3rd and 10. Bulldogs will need to get to the 35-yard line, and the Skins are going to help them. That'll give them 5 right there, and that'll make it a 3rd and 5.
Offside against the Redskins.
You ready, Sam?
All right, quick, sharp pass route. That'll be enough for a first down, and the Bulldogs will be almost to the 40-yard line.
Carballo, the receiver for the Bulldogs. Brought down on the play by number 4, Kenton Jones from the Redskins. That's enough for a Bulldog first down.
First down, Minko. They come over here again, deep route, and he'll be all the way to the 29-yard line, almost to the 28. So pretty favorable spot for Rush Springs.
Number 1, Russell, pass to Overton is complete.
Let's go, Zane. Be ready.
111 on the clock.
All right, straight right across the middle, down to the 20, 15, inside the 15, and he'll be down at about the 14 or 13-yard line. That'll be enough for another first down for Minko. All right, so it'll be a 1st and 10 at the 14. Scoreboard still has the 29. We may have some conjecture here if there is a penalty against the Redskins after the run, or the slant route, I should say, across the middle. So it's 1st and 10 with the flag down. I'm trying to see what the motion is. I believe this is going to be a spot foul, maybe. All right, so the ball goes from 1st and 10 at the 14, and they're going to mark it off starting at the 12, and then it's going to be a spot foul down to the 7. All right, referee is motioning to push it closer to the 6, so it'll be basically a 1st and goal now with a spot foul against the Redskins. Quick draw up all the way over to the line, and he will be shoved across the middle. 6-yard rush TD, a Redskin is down, and we now have a 31-7 lead for the
Bulldogs. For a Bulldog touchdown.
Sorry, I didn't have the camera zoomed in or widened back out. So we have a 32-7 game after a 6-yard rush touchdown. And then we have also a extra point, making it a 25-point lead just before the half. The Minko Bulldogs have blown open the game. At one time,
46
Rush Springs had
seconds
a
left to go in the first half. Rush Springs
7-6
7,
lead.
Minko 46.
And since then, it is
32.
26 unanswered scores and points by the Bulldogs. 32-7, 46 seconds remains before half.
Jones, Crab, and Phipps back deep for the Redskins. Winners is kicking off for the Bulldogs.
All right, 1st and 10, Rush Springs have fairly decent field position here. They'll have a couple of opportunities with 2 timeouts on the clock still to move the ball out.
Phipps on the return for the Redskins. Ball's going to be placed on the Redskin 43-yard line. That's going to bring up first down Redskins.
All right, Rush Springs will need to get up quick and call a timeout. They have still got 2 left. Minko has 3. That should be the first official timeout to stop the clock at 26 seconds.
Timeout, Rush Springs.
They will set up a play preferably 2 at a time, and then they will have just under 26 seconds to try to get positioned for a field goal or a touchdown. Minko started the game with a 6-0 lead. Rush Springs basically countered and had a 70-yard fumble recovery that gave them a brief 7-6 lead, and since then it has been all Minko. 26 unanswered points. Would have been 28, but a couple of extra points were missed on the 2-point conversions, trying to make up for the original first missed point. Huge difference in the wind flow when you're going basically toward the north end zone and the south. Wind is definitely against you when you're kicking into the south, so I'd be shocked if either team goes for it in the third and fourth quarter when they are heading south. They're going to have to just keep it on the ground, because there's a very strong crosswind that's going to make it next to impossible to hit any kind of a field goal. Right, 2nd and 4th. Redskins need to get to the 45. Right, quick snap. Quarterback is going to be close. They're going to need to use their last timeout. We're down to 19, 18 seconds, 17 seconds, 16 and counting. It's still rolling. 14, 13, 12. And we're down to 10 seconds and still no timeout, no spot. And I guess Redskins are going to be content just to go into half. So we will have a 32-7 lead for Minko, and that'll do it. Your halftime score, 32-7.
The end of the first half of play for the Redskins and the Bulldogs. Bulldogs are leading 32-7.
We will pause here in a moment for some updates throughout the state.
Festivities. First up is our Rush Springs High School Marching Band. Under
All
the leadership of Ms.
32-7,
and the
number 3
directorship
team
of
in Class A
Mr. Chance
is rolling.
Clevenger.
All right, some notable updates at the half. In Class 6A, Owasso and Union are in a tight score. No updates since the first quarter. 7-3 Owasso. Jinx and Broken Arrow likewise in a similar game. Second quarter, Broken Arrow leads Jinx 7-3. Should Broken Arrow win, this will be one of the rare instances where the Tigers have won actually 3 straight against the Trojans. Mustang 14-13 Norman North at the half. Edmond Santa Fe 27-0 over Edmond Memorial. Likewise at the half, Putnam City North up 24-7 over Edmond North at the half. Moore leads Southmore 21-7 just before half. Norman is up 28-14 against Yukon approximately 4 minutes before half. And last night, Westmore clobbered Enid 54-0 in a 6A1, 6A2 matchup. Heading now down through 6A2. Booker T. Washington 7-0 Bartlesville at the half. Stillwater 41-3 Deer Creek at the half. Bigsby 40-10 over Sapulpa just before the half. Del City has regained the lead against Choctaw 2014. Approximately 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Muskogee is all over Ponca City 26-6 2 minutes before the half. Putnam City 7-0 over Putnam City West in a tight game at half. Sand Springs leads Shawnee 14-12 at the half. And last night, Midwest City upset Lawton 23-7. And Hominy defeated Ponca City JV 49-28 in a Class A and Class 5A, 6A JV matchup of senior varsity. Class 5A updates throughout the state. We have Duncan trailing Noble 16-7 in the second quarter. Tulsa Edison 36-0 over Glenpool at the half. El Reno likewise 42-0 over Western Heights at the half. Altus 49-0 over Southeast likewise. McAllister 14-0 over Durant second quarter. Tahlequah 48, Tulsa Rogers 0 at the half. Pryor 22-16 Skiatook at the half. Claremore 14-7 over Collinsville at the half. Tulsa East Central 32-0 Tulsa Memorial at half. Guthrie trails Piedmont 28-0 at halftime. Ardmore up on Lawton MacArthur 14-7 at half. Woodward leads Lawton Eisenhower 21-7. Ada in a tight win against Coweta 6-0 in the second quarter. Carl Albert all over Guyman 49-0 at halftime. Likewise, Bishop Kelly 28-zip over Tulsa Hell there late in the second quarter. And last night, Bishop McGinnis defeated Northwest Classen 56-0. That completes updates for Class 5A. All updates presented tonight by Jett Solutions and Wrights Family Diner in Marlow, Wrights Family Diner in Lawton, and Wrights Steakhouse in Duncan. Class 4A scores: Cushing 27-0 over Medill. Fort Gibson looking to get their first win of the season, 34-8 against Stillwell at the half. Bristow all over Tulsa McLean, 38-0. Wagner likewise 35-zip over Catoosa at the half. Tuttle leads Tecumseh 14-0 in another top 10 matchup in Class 4A action. Weatherford 28-7 over Elgin at halftime. Grove, Miami knotted up 14 apiece. Cash leads Anadarko 22-6 late in the second quarter. Chickasha all over Elk City 34-7 in the second quarter. No score updates yet for Blanchard and Bethany. A very interesting game after Newcastle upset Blanchard last week. Number 2 Bethany looking to continue toward a showdown rematch against Tuttle. Broken Bow 21-0 Muldrow. Cleveland in a surprise 2010 lead against Oologah at the half. Tulsa Central 14-7 over Hilldale in the second quarter. We have Podo 36-0 over Sallisaw. Hera leads McLeod 7-0. One of those two teams will lead the field tonight, a winner for the first time this season. And as I alluded to earlier, Newcastle upset Blanchard last week, and they upset Clinton last night 28-21 to go to 2-2 on the season. Congratulations to the Racers. Heading now to Class 3A scores, we have Perkins 35-0 over Manford. Seminole 28-0 over Roland. Sulphur 49-6 over Bethel. That is still in the second quarter. Veneta all over Jay 26-6 at half. Plainview 42-0 Purcell in the second quarter. Lincoln Christian 35-14 over Stigler in a battle of undefeated teams, top 10 teams in Class 3A. Pauls Valley Lone Grove 14-14 in the second. Idabel 13-0 over Okmulgee at half. Kingfisher 34-6 over Blackwell at half. Cassia Hall 28-7 Verdigris at the half. Marlow leads Douglas 21-0 at the half. Berry Hill 35-7 over Inola. Chakota 50-0 over Tulsa Webster. John Marshall 21-7 Bridge Creek, and Locust Grove 7-0 over Sequoia Claremore. Last night, number 1 Heritage Hall beat Mount St. Mary 56-7 to complete your Class 3A updates. Now we head to Class 2A. Washington 35-12 over Star Spencer. Alva 32-13 over Hennessy. Dewey leads Victory Christian 14-0 at the half. Vian all over Spiro 28-0. Caney Valley trails Kiefer 29-0. Eufaula 49-0 over Heavener. Beggs leads Morris 48-6. Lindsay likewise over Tishomingo 22-0. Chisholm 28-7 over Perry. Meeker 28-20 over Kellyville. Lexington 32-8 over Little Axe at the half. Wyandotte 22, Shoto 6. Keys leads Sequoia Tahlequah 19-14 at the half. Kingston and Davis in a tight game. It is 7-0 Kingston in the second quarter. Wilburton over Antlers 22-zip. Top 10 kind of potential matchup for one team. Newkirk trails Luther 37-0 in the second. And in a matchup tonight of top 3 rated teams in Class 2A, Metro Christian 27-14 over Adair in the second quarter. They are soon heading into half. Kansas leads Nowata 12-8. Millwood 32-zip over Crooked Oak at half. Salina 12-0 Chelsea. Jones leads Chandler 21-15 in the second quarter. Community Christian 20-6 over Stratford. Holland Hall 44-zip over Pacola. Westville 14-6 over Panama. We have Craig 22-0 over Holdenville. Sperry 50-0 over Haskell. Okima 14-7 over Henrietta. Hugo 27-0 over Valiant. And that completes the Class 2A updates for the night. We now head to Class A. Pawhuska 38-6 over unbeaten Barnesville in a top 10 matchup with Class A teams. Mangum 48-0 Class and SAS at Northeast. We have a 14-6 game Commerce leads Afton at
Our
the
fourth
half.
place
Ringling
winner,
all over
the
Walters,
juniors.
50-0. We have Minko, of course, the game we're covering
Our
here,
third
32-7
place winner,
over Rush Springs. Thomas,
sophomore
28-7 over unbeaten Hooker. That should be enough to
Second
get
place,
Thomas back in the top 10. Porter
freshman,
leads Hulbert 27-0. Texoma Fairview
First place,
27-7.
our senior
We have
class.
got Winniewood 29-22 over Kanawha. We have got Quapaw 18-13 over Colcord. Hobart 26-7 over Hinton. Watauga 14-0 over Crescent. Oklahoma Bible Academy 27-14 over Moreland. Morrison Woodland in a tight game 8-0 at the half. Central Sallisaw leads Warner 27-14. Stroud
Ladies and
leads
gentlemen,
Wayne 8-6 at the half. Christian Heritage and Cashin 7-7 defensive game at the half. 0-0 score between Oklahoma Christian School and Crossings Christian Academy. Fairland 12-7 over Ketchum. Hilton 14-8 over Boone
Ladies and
Apache
gentlemen,
at the half.
welcome to our
Cordell 26-0 at the half over
2019
Merritt.
Redskins
Gore
football
30-0 over
homecoming
Talahena
ceremony.
at the half.
We'd
Dibble,
like to
Elmore
welcome
City
back all the Rush Springs
21-21.
High School alumni
Frederick
and proud to see
14-0
so many
over
Redskins
Sayre.
graduate
Wawoka
families and fans in the
30-18 over
stands
Allen.
tonight.
Rejoice Christian
Our first homecoming
28-0 over
attendant
Oklahoma
is
Union
freshman
at the
Taylor
half.
Abbott.
Pawnee 16-0 over Tonkawa at the
Taylor
half.
is the daughter
And
of
we
Josh
have
and
a
Sarah
final
Abbott.
from last night, of
Her
course, as I mentioned
grandparents are
earlier.
Danny and
Hominy
Sandra Abbott.
49-28 over Ponca
And
City
Jerry and Margaret
JV.
Morris.
So we head to Class
Taylor's
B now
favorite
for
food is
updates.
popcorn chicken with fries. And her
Surreal
favorite color is
40-8 over
purple.
Empire at half.
Her
Carnegie
favorite
leads
class
Central
is
Marlowe
English with
12-6.
Miss T.
Laverne over
She is a
Pioneer
Redskins
30-12.
cheerleader and a
Brewer
member of the
over
student
Waurika
council.
24-12 in a
Drama
top
club
6
and plays
matchup of two
basketball and
ranked
runs
teams.
track. Her
Regent
hobbies
Prep,
include hanging out
Mercy
with
Run Rules
the
Gans
cheerleaders and jamming on the
51-6.
way to
Alec
football
all
dinners with
over
them.
Destiny Christian
She plans to go to college and
44-0.
cheer
Waurika
and get a
2014
teaching
over
degree.
Snyder at the
Her
half.
favorite high school
Cherokee
memory is playing Just
24-0
Dance
over
with Miss
Sealing.
Milton
Another
on the
top
rainy
10
day.
matchup in Class B. Davenport,
Miss Abbott is
Mercy Run
carried by
Rules
Mr.
Strother
Lee Dorman on a team of
51-0.
horses.
Forum Watts 2020 at the half. Canadian
The same
38-6
team,
over
same
Arcoma.
wagon that was
We have
used by his
Darber and
father
Geary in
40
an
years ago as
8-0
he
game at the half.
brought a
Velma leads Gray
homecoming queen in as
44-0.
well.
I would assume that they're close to
Taylor
a
is
Run
being
Rules
escorted
victory
tonight
there
by
as well.
freshman Aiden
Keota
Williams.
24-14 over DQ
Aiden
in
is
the
the
first
son of
quarter.
John and
Crew
Cecilia
26 Summit Christian.
His
And we
grandparents
have
are
some
Larry,
finals from
Nicole,
last
Rachel,
night.
Vicky, and
Wellston in an
Lady
independent
Johnson.
classification beat Wetumpka JV 62-26. Cave Springs defeated Oak 70-24. Ringwood over Canton 25-10. And Shattuck defeated Beaver 66-12.
In his spare time, Aiden likes to spend
We now
time
head
riding
to
horses.
Class C action,
graduation,
and then we will
he
wrap
plans
this
to
up and turn it all over to
become a
the
chiropractor.
homecoming festivities here.
Aiden's favorite school memory
Covington
is
Douglas
hanging out
52-8-10
with
Deer Creek Lamont.
lunch.
Maysville 38-20 Corn Bible at the half. Tipton 24-6 Fox. Fawn Creek Hunter 30-20 over Timberlake at the half. Buffalo 2016 over Boise City at the half. Southwest Covenant 38-14 Blue Jacket. Tyrone 48 Balco. Winoka 14-12 Sharon Mutual. Graham Dustin 12-8 Midway half. And then we have a final from last night. Sassaquah defeated Wilson Henrietta 62-0. And those are your halftime scores. And we will now basically turn our attentions to the homecoming. And we will have basically a couple of escorts coming from the south and north side of the field.
Our sophomore homecoming attendant is Miss Natalie Parks. Natalie is the daughter of Reggie Long and Tracy Smith. Her grandparents are Patricia Smith and Bobby Lee Parks. Natalie's favorite food is chicken, and her favorite color is purple. In school, her favorite classes are biology and color guard. Natalie's activities include color guard and science club. In her spare time, she enjoys singing and practicing color guard. After high school, Natalie plans to attend college. Her favorite high school memory was going to escape rooms with the color guard girls. Natalie is being escorted tonight by sophomore Caden Moore. Caden is the son of Rick and Kristen Moore. His grandparents are Pat and Christy Crow and David Crow. Caden's favorite food is fried chicken and his favorite color is blue. His favorite class is Mrs. T's drama. Caden is a member of the Rush Springs Redskins football, track, and cross-country teams. In his free time, he enjoys running and spending time with his girlfriend. After graduating from Rush Springs, Caden plans on going to college and buy a house. His favorite school memory is Coach Anthony making fun of his slush puppy. Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you sophomore attendant Natalie Parks and Caden Moore. Tonight, our homecoming attendant for the junior class is Miss Kylie Stonebreaker. Kylie is the daughter of Jeff Stonebreaker and Mindy Butler. Her grandparents is Lois Stonebreaker. Kylie's favorite food is French fries and her favorite color is purple. At Rush Springs High School, her favorite class is academic team with Miss Ogle. She is a manager for the Redskins football team, basketball team, and baseball. She is also a member of the National Honor Society and academic team. Kylie enjoys swimming and being with family and friends, especially her best friend, Sarah. Kylie plans to attend college and be a teacher or a police officer. Her favorite high school memory was Miss Jones' kindergarten class with Hunter and hanging out with all the kids. Kylie is escorted tonight by junior Cade Warden. Cade is the son of Kevin and Missy Warden. His grandparents are Gary and Nancy Warden and Linda Hyatt. Cade's favorite food is his mom's chicken and rice. His favorite color is blue. In school, Cade's favorite classes are his 2 college classes. Cade is a member of the Redskins football and baseball teams. He participates in FFA and academic team. In his spare time, he enjoys fishing, hunting, and looking at memes. After graduation, he plans to go to college somewhere and major in something. His favorite school memory is state convention sophomore year. Ladies and gentlemen, juniors Kylie Stonebreaker and Cade Warden. Our first candidate for homecoming queen in the senior class is Miss Cassie Adamson. Cassie is the daughter of Justin Adamson and Carrie Blankenship. Her grandparents are Rick and Kathy Adamson and Rick and Beverly Blankenship and Cindy Kolar. Cassie's favorite food is fried rice and her favorite colors are red and blue. Her favorite class is drama. At Rush Springs High School, Cassie is a member of the softball and academic teams. She is also active in Science Club, Drama Club, and National Honor Society. Her hobbies include fishing, spending time with family and friends, and playing with her dog, MJ. After high school, Cassie plans to attend college and major in something medical. Her favorite memory was the softball team played Elmore and the bus ride back with the girls. Cassie is escorted by her homecoming king candidate, senior Malachi Phipps. Malachi is the son of Paul and Charity Phipps. His grandparents are the late Tommy and Joan Billings, and Glenn and the late Jeanette Phipps. Malachi's favorite food is anything chicken. His favorite color is green or blue, and his favorite class in school is lunch. Malachi is a member of the Redskins football and powerlifting teams, and is chapter president at the Rush Springs FFA. In his spare time, he enjoys fishing and hunting and loving every day. After graduation, he plans to go to college and become a vet. Ladies and gentlemen, senior candidates Cassie Adamson and Malachi Phipps. Our final homecoming candidate for senior is Miss Samantha Brooks. Samantha is the daughter of Matt and Sonia Brooks. Her grandparents are Red and Pat Higgins, Roger and Cindy Shields, and the late Billy Brooks. Samantha's favorite food is shrimp pasta, and her favorite color is yellow or blue. Her school favorite class is Coach Beard's first hour. Samantha is the captain of the cheer team. She is also active in FCA, Student Council, Science Club, and FCA and Yearbook. Her spare time, she enjoys hanging out with her nieces and nephews. After high school, Samantha plans to attend college and get a degree in education. Her favorite high school memory was having ACT prep with Coach Birch and Miss Ogle junior year. Samantha is being escorted by senior homecoming candidate Wyatt Melton. Wyatt is the son of Lance and Winter Melton. His favorite food is cheeseburger with fries, and his favorite color is blue. At Rush Springs High School, his favorite class is speech and drama. Wyatt is a member of the football, basketball, and cross-country teams. He is also the vice president of the FFA and the vice president of the Student Council. He is a member of the FCA National Honor Society Science Club and Drama. Wyatt enjoys hanging out with his friends after high school, and he plans to attend college and study management or business. His favorite memory is high school with FFA convention his freshman year. We present to you senior candidates Miss Samantha Brooks and Wyatt Melton. Helping with our correlation tonight is our current Little Mr. and Miss Rush Springs. Little Miss Rush Springs is Brooklyn Harris. Brooklyn is the daughter of Aaron Harris, and her grandparent is Joe Harris, Jr. Her great-grandparents are Joe and Jackie Harris. Brooklyn's favorite colors are pink and red, and she loves to eat ice cream. In school, she loves coloring. Brooklyn loves to watch cartoons, especially Tom and Jerry. When she grows up, she wants to be a Redskin. Our little Mr. Rush Springs is Eli Ballard. His parents are Daniel and Abby Ballard. His grandparents are Clarence and Faye Ballard, and Robin Wheeler and Randy Dressler. Eli's favorite food is cheese, and his favorite color is a rainbow. His favorite things in school are all his teachers. Eli loves to go to gymnastics, play outside, and fish. He loves church. When he grows up, Eli wants to be a dinosaur doctor. Our little Mr. and Miss Rush Springs, Eli Ballard and Brooklyn Harris. Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you the 2019 Redskin Football Homecoming Court. Now we will crown our 2019 Homecoming King and Queen. The 2019 Homecoming King is Malachi Phipps. Our 2019 Redskin Football Homecoming Queen is Miss Samantha Brooks. as you can leave that down, it lets us see it better from over here. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2019 Rush Springs Football Homecoming King Malachi Phipps and Queen Miss Samantha Brooks.
All right, we will pause for an update here to change sidelines, and we will be with Minko for the third quarter. Congratulations to your homecoming king and queen here at Rush Springs High School. All right, 1:10 before the third quarter, so we'll pause to change the scoreboard and we'll be ready to go for the second half.
Phipps and Jones back deep for the Redskins.
The real heroes of the game right here.
You guys catch a break. You're not like the ones at basketball. They ask you, who's paying you?
You want to say you are.
Exactly. Harper on the return for the Redskins.
All right, we are good to
down
go.
By number 3.
First kick will
Overton
set it up.
For the Bulldogs. Ball's going to be placed on the Redskin 39-yard line. That's going to be first down Redskins.
All right, 11:58 remains here in the third quarter. Makeshift realignment front line on the defensive scheme. Pays dividends as they're able to come back in and resume where they left off. Immediate sack of the quarterback.
Number 5, Kate Warden on the carry for the Redskins. Caruth on the carry tackle for the Bulldogs. Going to bring up second down for the Redskins.
All right, quarterback recovers his own fumble, so it is going to be an immediate deficit for Rush Springs. So basically, they don't catch a break from the torrential downpour in the second quarter.
For the Redskins.
It'll be 3rd and 19 now.
It's going to be 4th down against the Redskins. All right, 1st and 10, 38. I believe we're going to have a dead ball jump in the neutral zone, so a 5-yard penalty to be assessed. Should make it 1st and 5 at the 43-yard line for Minko. Jet sweep. Bulldogs go up corner around the end, and they are up with another flag. I think this one is going to be a block in the back, maybe. Holding, so holding is the call. It's against Minko, so that'll negate a 1st down.
and they'll basically replay second
Going to be
down.
holding against the Bulldogs.
Should make it 2nd and 12 and pull them back from the 46 to the 36.
There you go, Lane.
Doubles, doubles, doubles. Rody, 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 Rody.
All right, another jet stream action. This time they fake and they go up the middle. It'll be a fumble, and I believe Minko falls on it, but they will end up losing in back-to-back plays, equivalent of about 20 yards. So they go from the 36 only to about the 32, possibly the 33. So it may not be as bad as I first predicted, but they're going to be looking at least about a 14, 15-yard hold.
Yeah, and he was like, my bad.
All right, pack is a little bit low. Minko quarterback has all day, reaches back, throws across the middle, and it is a wide open pass completion, a potential recovery from the fumble, and everything is going Minko's way.
Russell's pass to Winters complete for a Bulldog first down.
All right, little trickeration. He'll cut up, come back, keep going, and we are down
To about the 14-yard line.
Let's go!
That'll let you know how close we are to his face.
Keep that way.
All right, just a little bit off on the mark there. I believe it is assessed at
The 19-yard line, not the 14. I misspoke.
Go on.
7:10 remains here in the third quarter. It has been all Bulldogs after a 70-yard interception, fumble recovery that briefly gave Rush Springs a
First down on the carry
7-6
for
lead.
Bulldogs and flag on the play. Holding against the Bulldogs.
All right, the second penalty of this drive, that'll pull it back again another 10 yards. So we'll go from the 19 to the 29 and replay first down unless it's a spot foul. We'll see where they basically take it. So we will be looking at a 1st and 20, so ball is just inside the 19-yard line.
Carson.
All right, jet sweep right. They go deep into the backfield, penetration by the Redskins, and I believe that is going to be a loss of 3 yards after back-to-back penalties. So we are looking at about a 2nd and 25.
Winners on the carry for the Bulldogs, brought down by number 60, Ryan Mason, for the Redskins for a loss.
Yeah, we're almost back to the
Gonna bring
34-yard line.
Second down and long for the Bulldogs.
So we've gone from the 19 to the 14, the 14 back to the 19, 19 to the 29, and now back to the 34.
Timeout, Bulldogs.
All right, we'll have the timeout from the guest Minko Bulldogs, number 3 team rolling in Class A action tonight. A battle of unbeaten teams, and thus far it has been all Minko. They jumped out to a 6-0 lead, missed an extra point with a wild win going into the south end zone. 70-yard fumble recovery put Rush Springs up momentarily 7-6, and since then it has been 4 straight touchdowns, 26 unanswered points by the Minko Bulldogs. We have 6:05 remaining here in the third quarter, your Prep Nation TV game of the day. All right, Bulldogs in formation, quarterback quick track. He will draw it back, looking for pass. He goes over to the left side of the field, all the way down, and we will have a completed pass, but the call is going to be out of bounds, and it looks like we will have a third down now for 24 yards remaining. There was a wide open flanker that was going right up the middle
Broken
of the
up a
field.
play by number 3, Zane Harper for the Redskins. It's going to bring up third down and long for the Bulldogs.
The slot route, and unfortunately he gave up about an 18-yard gain to have an incompletion. So 3rd and 24 Minko. This particular drive probably has not been the favorite for the game for head coach Wardlow. I know he's had a couple of interception opportunities that they weren't able to capitalize on. But by and large, the miscues have been on Rush Springs' side, not on Minko's. So they are going to finally take some yards. And we will be down now to the 20. Looks like the official spot is going to be the 27-yard line. So that is going to make it.
Going to bring up 4th down for the Bulldogs.
Still about 18 yards, give or take, short. All right, quarterback is sacked, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Redskins ball.
Russell is brought down by number 21, Cade Moore for the Redskins. It's going to turn over on downs.
All right, that is our 4th
Ball's
turnover
going to be placed
on
the
downs of the
Redskins
game.
28-yard line. That's going to bring up first down Redskins.
So let's see if the Redskins can do anything with this latest turnover. 5:18 remains here in the third quarter. So a rush up the middle off tackle, and we'll have about a 5-yard gain just under.
This was live on.
All right, we've got another rush up the middle, and that one will get close to a first down for the Redskins.
Cade Wharton on the carry for
4:36 remaining
the
here in the
Redskins.
third quarter.
Enough for a Redskin
Prep
first
Nation
down.
TV. Right, so it's going to be a little bit short. right, Redskins will split the wideouts. An idea I had earlier in the game, so we'll see if it works for him in I formation. Quarterback drops it to the tailback, and he loses his shoe, and he loses about 2 yards.
Warden, the ball carrier for the Redskins, brought down on the play by
All right, you guys want to be in the picture?
33, Little John.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Bulldogs. It's going to bring up second down for the Redskins.
All right, each team has 3 timeouts remaining for the second half. Basically, the Redskins will need to get to the 27-yard line either by 3rd or 4th down. The game is kind of to the point now to where they have got to score, so they're going to have to get creative. Quarterback does that and more, and he is off to the races. I'm not sure if they're going to catch him. They shove him out, and he keeps going down all the way. So we are going to have a massive gain, so we'll see where they spot the ball.
Number 2, Wood on the carry for the Redskins. Flag on the play.
All right, so we'll have a spot foul assessed after the first down. So it is going to pull the ball back to about the 23-yard line.
Here we go, D, no more.
Ward the carrier for the Redskins.
And Redskins cross the 20. The ball will be spotted at the 19-yard line.
Going to bring up second down and 5 for the Skins.
All right, so 2 wideouts over to the left. We basically have an old wing formation, and we'll see if the Redskins use a little trickeration. They don't, they run. He is going to be tripped up and get right back to about the 20-yard line. Official spot's going to be just inside the 19.
Warden the carrier for the Redskins. Can bring up third down and 5 for the Redskins.
All right, offensive line basically caves, defense comes across. I believe he loses a full yard, possibly almost 2. So official spot now is going to go from the 19 to the 21-yard line.
Joey Ward carried for the Redskins. It's going to bring out 4th down for
1:34 remains here in the third quarter. No scores thus far in the quarter, but with a barrage in the second, Minko has pretty much gone into a grind it out and run the clock mode. So we'll see if Rush Springs can get back on the board. They haven't scored since a 70-yard fumble recovery.
Hey, let's go, boys! Keep it up!
All right, we'll have a timeout. We'll keep the camera off the huddle because Coach is giving some instructions over here. This is the first timeout of the quarter, so I believe that is going to drop it to 2 apiece. The scoreboard has 2 for Rush Springs now. Do our best to get an update from the Class A matchup of Christian Heritage and Cashin. We have those teams ranked number 1 and number 4, with Rejoice Christian number 2 and Minko number 3. It was a 7-7 score at the half. It is now 14-14, early fourth quarter. So number 1 and number 4 teams slugging it out. All right, so the Redskins will go for it on fourth for the third time this game. So far, they're 0 for 2, so we'll see if they get it this time. Quick snap, quarterback rolls right. He throws. He's got a man open, but it is right over his head, and we will have back-to-back turnover on downs, so it'll be 1st and 10 Minko. 1:15 remains in the third quarter. The Bulldogs lead the Redskins. 32-7, your Prep Nation game of the day. All right, chop block against the offense. That is going to pull it back at least 10 yards. So I know the head coach is not going to be happy with this third quarter. There have been a lot of 10-plus yard penalties. I believe that is the 4th one. And every time Minko takes a step forward, they get another 10-yard penalty, pretty much pulling them 5 steps back. All right, so they are going to take this thing all the way down, almost to the 9-10-yard line. So our call is going to be 1st and 20 at the 10 instead of 1st and 10 at the 20.
Hey, let's go!
All right, not much doing. The runner got back up to the 15-yard line. We should have enough time for at least one more play in the quarter before we head to the fourth. All right, line is set. Play clock down to 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and a 1-second hike. Quarterback shows he's going left, rolls back, and he is going to be sacked again. We have a fumble recovery, but also a flag before the fumble. So that is going to come down to who committed the infraction. If it's against Minko, they'll decline it. It'll be Rush Springs' ball at about the 12. And if it's against Rush Springs, it'll be an automatic first down because it looks like it's a chop.
Personal foul against the Bulldogs. That penalty is going to be declined. The result of the play is going to be first down Redskins.
I wasn't no hurry. I was good, bro.
All right, so we'll have 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line for Rush Springs. They got their second fumble recovery of the game. Let's see if they can turn this one into a touchdown as well. Rushing all the way to about the 8. That should be our last play of the quarter, and it will, so we will flip sides. Fourth quarter, score remains number 3 Minko 32, number 12 Rush Springs 7, your Prep Nation game of the day.
That brings us to the end of the third quarter. Rush Springs 7, Minko 32. want to take this opportunity to introduce our Rush Springs High School cheerleaders.
There you go. I started to do the Cash and Christian Heritage game tonight, but I did this one instead.
Okay.
All right, so we will resume 2nd and 7 at the 7. So in effect, with the offset penalty, they don't do the Skins any favors. They're pretty much going to have to score a touchdown to get a first down. Quarterback shows that he's going to hand off. He keeps himself another flag, and I believe that is going to be a hold on one of the linemen. Call is against the offensive guard, I believe, so that'll take it back 10 yards.
We'll be holding against the Redskins.
So making a 2nd and goal even more difficult. So it'll now be basically 2nd and 17.
2nd long for the Skins.
We have a timeout.
Rush Springs.
That'll drop them to 1 for the rest of the game. Minko
Timeout,
still
Redskins.
has
This will
2.
be an opportunity for us to introduce our high school, Rush Springs High School cheerleaders. Come on.
Quarterback rolls to the far left. Not much doing, but he is able to finally cut back upfield, and he will cross over the 15-yard line and be down at the 14. They'll effectively make it a 3rd and goal.
It's going to be 3rd down for the Redskins.
Basically 14 yards out. With the way the spot foul was on the original penalty, Redskins will need a touchdown for a first down. Otherwise, they have virtually got to get to the 1/2 yard line. We'll try to zoom in on that to let everybody see just how far they'll have to get to actually get a 1st and goal. And we have another penalty against Rush Springs. Boy, they are self-destructing on this drive.
It'll be delay a game against the Redskins.
So an infraction for holding, a spot foul, and then a delay of game makes now 3rd and 19. have a Redskins player down. Looks like he's maybe tweaked a hamstring or maybe a calf muscle. He is back up, trotting over to the sidelines, so hopefully he is all right. We'll be back in action after the officials' timeout is in play. I believe the game will resume with a 25-second play clock. All right, game clock has been reset to 10:31. So we have a 4th and 24. And for a 1st and goal, Rush Springs has to get all the way to the half-yard line. Pass player bust. It is not going to be enough. It is going to be down at the 18-yard line, so it'll be another
pass to
turnover.
Heston is complete.
Two red zone turnovers on downs in the 3rd and 4th quarter for Rush Springs, and a backbreaker. If they get a touchdown or a field goal for both, they've got 13 points, potentially 21 on the board.
Ball's going
As
to turn
is,
over
they
on downs.
turn it
It'll be
over
first down,
twice.
Minko.
All right, Minko up to the 35, almost 40-yard line. First and 10, 35 for the Bulldogs. Another rush up the middle again. We'll pause for timeout.
That should have been a touchdown! Hey, get out of the huddle quick!
The scoreboard is corrected a 2nd and 7 to a 2nd and 8. The ball is on the 37-yard line. Seconds on the play clock. Down to 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. That'll be a 1st and 10. Minko is just methodically grinding it out, keeping it on the ground, and running out the clock. 'And goes all the way down. We'll be on the Redskins side of the field. We'll pause for an update.
Birchfield, the ball carrier for the Bulldogs. Forced out of bounds by number 2, Joey Ward, for the Redskins.
Some water. I'm about to throw up.
Second and 10 at the 37 for Minko. They're inside Redskin territory. Across the middle to the 25, into territory close to the 22-yard line.
Hey, brother. That's it. That's all they got.
First and 10, ball at the 22-yard line. Minko almost into the red zone again. Up to the 10. Well, no, take that back to 15. So he'll split the difference and gain about 7. It'll be a 2nd and 3. Gets the ball. He is stopped almost at the line of scrimmage. It should be a no game, so we should make it 3rd and 3. May have even lost a little bit on that one. Official spot is just inside the 15-yard line. Got a football length distance. And he'll need to make it down inside the 11. An encroachment penalty, I believe, offside jump. That should make it 1st down. Ball will be at about the 9-yard line, so it should be a 1st and goal. I believe the pylon markers will be pulled. It should be an automatic 1st down unless I'm missing something. Somehow it's remaining 3rd and 4. Should be 1st down. There we go.
Finally, they're catching up here.
Scoreboard still hasn't changed. Another run up the middle, initially down at the 9. He bulldogs his way literally to the 5. So we are looking at another potential game-sealing score for Minko. Number 3 Dogs are rolling over number 12 Redskins 32-7. Congratulations again to Amber Pocasset. They lost a 7-0 lead against Okarche. Trailed 8-7, tied it up 8-8, win on a walk-off 9-8 to force a winner-take-all tomorrow for the Class A District 13 championship in fall baseball. Not much of a gain. I think he basically is going to be down now to about maybe the 3. So they're going to give him a plus yardage on that one, but we do have a Minko player down. So that will take us to an official timeout. 25 seconds will remain on the play clock. 3:39 here in the 4th quarter. Some of the players have been cramping up on the sideline. It's not as humid today as it was yesterday, but still a lot of exerted energy out there, so we've had some cramps here in the 4th quarter. He is up and standing. He should be walking back over to the sideline for the perfunctory 1-play sit-out. You heard it. Coach told them, punch it in here. Let's go. This score will basically all but assure that this game is signed, sealed, delivered. Rush Springs is going to need basically 4 touchdowns to pull this off. So if they get down another touchdown, it is over. Quick strike, fake. He is not going to fall for it. So they run, get back up to, well, each time I think they've lost a yard, they actually gave him one on that one. They're putting him on the 2, back to the 3. All right. So they did lose a yard. So he is straddling the 4-yard marker. So the ball is just inside the 4-yard line.
Cash, 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 cash.
Let's go, line, get a push. Let's go. Push.
All right, it is 4th down, so all or nothing for the Bulldogs. Quarterback bobbles it, gets caught, stuck, dumped, and it'll be a 3rd consecutive turnover on downs, our 6th of the game now, 3 for each team.
Ball's going to turn over on downs. That's going to bring up first down Redskins. Cade Warden, the ball carrier for the Redskins.
First down for the Skins. They are up to the 17-yard line, a little bit above the 20 now. They'll give him all the way up to the 23-yard line. 2nd down.
Warden, the ball carrier for the Redskins, brought down by Caballo for the Bulldogs. It's going to bring up 2nd and 5 for the Redskins.
Second and 5 is the call, and it's going to be short. Stopped about 2 at least yard shot. Clock continues to run. 1 timeout left for Rush Springs, but I doubt they'll use it. We're down to a minute 12. Play clock is 30 seconds. So based upon the clock, we should have enough time for 2 plays, possibly 3, and then we will have a 32-7 final score. Inside 1 minute now, so the Redskins are going to be able to get 2 plays off unless this is an incomplete pass. This should be the next to the last play of the game. All right, they come all after him. He is able to elude and escape. That will be enough for a first down. So they will move the pylon markers possibly for the last time this game. 37 seconds where we stop.
Ward on the carry for the Redskins. Be enough for a Redskin first down.
We are down to 18 seconds. So unless this is a pass completion, this will be the final play of the game. We're up 10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
5, and that should do it. We will have a final
score of Minko 32, Rush Springs 7. Your prep
That brings us to the end of the ball game. Rush Springs 7, Minko 32. Be careful on your drive home.
Touch it up, and that'll do it. Minko improves to 5-0 on the season. Rush Springs drops their first game, so they are now 3-1 on the year. And that will do it.